Good morning children. Welcome back to our English class. Actually we have completed our notice writing, one of the minor discourses. Okay. Today we are going to start or continue with the continuation part, that is invitation. Okay. That is also one of the minor discourse which is going to be given for 5 marks. And as I already mentioned you, these minor discourses are given without choice. So 3 from your paper 1 I told, 3 from your paper 2. So previous class we have done paper 1, that is notice. Okay, notice writing which is given in the paper. Today we are going to do the next one, that is paper 2, that is which is going to be given in the paper 2, that is invitation. So can anyone tell what is an invitation, ma'am? Do you have idea about what is an invitation? So let me tell you. So like you might have seen, okay, you might have seen invitation cards in your home. Like especially you see wedding cards. Many of you might have seen wedding cards. Generally everyone is distributed with wedding cards. And sometimes we also see some occasions like cradle ceremony. Cradle ceremony means what? Like 21st day, you say as a boy is born, boy or a girl is born, they celebrate an occasion. So that is called 21st day celebration. That is, the other name in English is cradle ceremony. In the same way, and when a person has constructed a new house, okay, when someone has constructed a new house, there also they celebrate an occasion. So some people they like to invite their near and dear friends or relatives. So there also they prepare an invitation card and they distribute to the relatives and friends. So in the same way, these invitations, they can be of two types. Like these are all what I told, they are informal, that means which are given to friends and relatives. Sometimes some other occasions are conducted. Okay, there are actually some celebrations take place in offices, at other offices level. Like it may be inauguration functions, okay, some retirement functions or farewell parties. So these are what they are called formal. So what did I say just now? There are of two types. Invitation cards may be of two types. One is formal and other is informal. So coming to what is an invitation, just now I told, it is an invitation given to a person. How do you give an invitation? Generally, we speak to the person in a pleasing manner so that he will be convinced and he will be willing to come to whatever we are inviting him. So these invitations may be in written form and also in oral. So generally very close relatives, nowadays just take an example, now in this COVID season, what are they doing? Are they visiting the relatives and directly inviting them by giving a card? No. What are they doing, ma? They are just posting the card in the WhatsApp and they are just calling them and telling them orally that we are unable to come, so please come to our function, so please attend our function. So in this way, so nowadays we are using oral and also even written. Okay, written is also used at present also. From the olden days, we have two forms, like written form and oral form. So nothing but an invitation is a written or oral information passed on to a person. That information is used to invite a person to a particular event or an occasion. This is called an invitation. And as I told, invitations are of two types. They are informal and formal invitations. So just now I told, formal it is given to what? It is generally given to the official purposes. So regarding some celebrations at official level, it may be I told just annual day function at your school. So one of your teacher or your headmaster, they are going to invite the higher officials. That will be called what? An official invitation. Okay. But if you are celebrating a marriage or a housewarming ceremony, so these ceremonies we are going to invite our relatives and friends. That is an informal invitation. So today we are going to learn in detail what is the format of the invitation. What are the points you should keep in your mind while writing an invitation? Okay, shall we start with invitation writing now? So there are certain points to be remembered, ma'am. Okay, first thing, what is an invitation? An invitation is an oral or written information given to other people to invite them for an occasion or an event. Okay, in what way we should, the invitation should be there? I told it must be always must be polite, okay, polite, and it should please. It must please the person who is receiving it. Who is receiving it. Okay. So as I told, it may be written or oral. Okay. Nowadays, most probably we are using an oral form. Why? Because we are not able to approach the people. We are not able to directly communicate with the people. Okay. Now coming to the two types. What I told, there are two types of invitations I told. So first one is formal, which is used for official celebrations. Okay, which is used for official celebrations. Okay, ma'am. And coming to the next one, it is informal. So this informal is used for unofficial purposes. Okay, keep this in mind. And coming to the format which is used for writing. So generally, first this format, this should be, this formal invitation should be in third person. Okay, we should not directly indicate the person you, me, I, like that we should not mention. Okay, but coming to the informal one, you can use first person. Directly you can mention you or me or like that, and you can prepare the invitation. Okay, coming to the tense which is used. Always a formal invitation should be in formal. It should be always in a present tense. Okay, formal invitation should be always in a present tense. Okay, coming to the informal invitation, we can use any tense as per our convenience. Okay, we can use any tense as per the occasion and the convenience. Now we'll see what are the points to be remembered while preparing an invitation. Okay, children, see the points to be remembered while preparing an invitation. Okay, so always remember, so what are the things you should keep in your mind while preparing an invitation? Okay, first one, contextual relevance. Okay, contextual relevance means according to the situation, that is according to the occasion what you are giving, it should be clearly mentioned. Okay, contextual relevance and coherence. Coherence means what? Proper sentence formation also should be there. It should be very clear so that everyone will understand what is the occasion, on which occasion we are giving the invitation. Second one, it is proper sentence formation. Proper sentence formation. So like I mentioned, if it is formal, it should be in a present tense, and if it is informal, you can use any tense, but the information whatever you want to pass through the invitation card should be clear. That's why it is said that proper sentence formation should be there. Next, persuasive language. What do you mean by persuasive language? That is, it should be in a pleasing manner. Pleasing is nothing but requesting way. Okay, you are requesting a person to attend a function or attend an occasion. So it should be in persuasive language. Okay. Next, coming to, you should follow conventions of writing. What are the conventions of writing? Or generally, the inverted commas you use, or exclamatory mark, or the question mark. These are called what actually? Proper punctuation, like capitalization. These all should be used properly. Okay. Conventions of writing should be used properly while preparing an invitation. Okay. Next, coming to layout and design. Layout and design. So what did I say yesterday while speaking about notice and invitation? So always it should be in a box format. Okay, it should be kept in a box, and along with being in a box, like for notice there is no need to decoration one. Here I mentioned about design. Did you see? So generally we decorate it, it will make the invitation card attractive. That's why it is called proper layout and design. Okay. Next, coming to, so as I already mentioned, it must be written in third person for formal invitations. Okay, invitations. And coming to the next one, it must be written in first person for informal invitation. Okay, children. Next, coming to the next point, what did I mention? It should be in present tense for formal invitation. Okay, formal invitation. And it should be in, it can be in, okay, can be in any tense for informal invitation. Okay, did you get it, ma'am? Clear? So remember, it should be approximately relevant to the context, and that is the situation or the occasion what you are giving. Proper sentence formation should be there. It should be in a pleasing manner. That means you will be pleasing someone or requesting someone to attend something. Conventions of writing should be followed. Design and layout should be followed. And third person and first person indications also should be followed while preparing formal and informal. So is it clear, children, now? Next we will see actually what does an invitation card include. Invitation card shall include, okay, first one. So first thing, what is important, the person should know who is giving the invitation and who is being invited. The occasion should be there, and if a person needs to attend a function, what else we should know, ma'am? We should know the date of the occasion, when it is going to happen, time of occasion and place also. So these are all the important things which should be included in the invitation. So we'll see first one, name of the host. Who is called the host? The person who is inviting is called the host. Okay. Next, it should include purpose of invitation. Purpose means reason why you are inviting the people or the person. Okay. Next, standard expressions. What do you mean by standard expressions? The sentences or the expressions which you use to actually invite a person. I told we should speak in a pleasant manner, that is pleasing manner. Like, see, we should write request the pleasure of your company. Okay, request the pleasure of your company. Next, solicit your presence on the occasion. Like this. So these are the certain expressions which we should use to make the person happy and be willing to attend our event or the function. Okay. Next, coming to the next one, name of the honoree. What do you mean by honoree? The special guest who is like a special person who is invited for the occasion. Okay, special guest who is invited for the occasion. Generally, what do you see on our occasion? Generally, a DEO or our deputy madam, whoever it is, they are going to be invited as a chief guest. Those people are called person who is invited as an honoree. Okay. Next, what is the important thing I told? Along with these details, they should know on which day it is going to take place, at what time it is going to take place, and also the venue or the location. Okay, venue or the location where the event is going to take place. Okay. Next it is. So what is the other information? Generally, if it is a school function like annual day celebrations or something, okay, you will mention directly the school name as heading of the invitation. But when it comes to other occasions, they should also have certain contact number or address to approach to the place of event. So what we should mention here, telephone or mobile number of the host, okay, of the host, okay, along with address, okay, along with address. Did you understand, children? Next, what is the next one we need? So any other relevant information means what? Any other relevant information. That means, so sometimes it will be a new place for a person to come. So what we mentioned, even on the wedding cards or housewarming ceremony invitations, you might have seen, like some landmarks are given. So something opposite to something or nearby something. So this type of information also should be given so that the person will clearly understand the address where he should reach. Okay, is it clear, children? Okay. We discussed about the points to remember and what an invitation should include. But you should also know for which occasions you can, that is for which occasions you can give the invitation. So like invitations are given on different occasions. Okay, invitations are given on different occasions. Okay. Like, so first thing what you know, generally what you see, wedding or marriage, okay, wedding or marriages. As I mentioned, cradle ceremony. What is the cradle ceremony I told? When a boy or a girl or a child is born. So actually a function is celebrated in some cultures. So that is called cradle ceremony. And housewarming ceremony. So generally the word used is Gro Pravesh or Gro Pravesha. Okay. Housewarming ceremonies, okay, housewarming ceremony, okay. Next coming to inaugural functions. What do you mean by inaugural functions? What do you mean by inaugural functions? Like any opening of any shop it may be, or opening of any office it may be. So openings, okay, inaugural, that is opening functions also we prepare invitations and distribute to the people whom we like to invite. Okay. Next coming to retirement functions. Some people at the time of retirement, either the place where they are working or the individual himself, they will invite a group of people. For that also, retirement functions also they prepare invitations. Like at school level, you can also see annual days. Okay. Like annual day. Along with annual day, what else do you celebrate, ma'am? Some type of exhibitions. Okay, certain exhibitions are conducted. Okay, next, specially one more thing I am saying. So 10th class, generally 9th and 10th, there is a gathering which is named as farewell. So even for that farewell, you prepare an invitation. Okay, so like this on different occasions. So along with this, what I told, these are all actually they are what. So when coming to the inaugural functions or inaugural, specially it is an official one, that is formal. But coming to this wedding, cradle, okay, or housewarming ceremony, this comes under informal. Okay, these are all coming under what one? Even this also sometimes it is formal and sometimes it is informal. Okay, so like that different occasions. For different occasions we prepare this invitation. Okay, shall we see the format of the invitation first? How the card should be? Organizing annual day celebrations, okay, and design an invitation card on behalf of your school, that is on behalf of your HM or whoever it is, or your students. Include the necessary details like date and venue, chief guest name, guest of honor name, the program list. Okay, these all details should be included. Now we are preparing as an example this invitation for your annual day celebrations in your school. So for that what you need, I already mentioned that it is a celebration in your school. So what should be the name of the person who is inviting, or the office name? It should be our school name, because our school is inviting the people. It should be our school name, like Government Nehru Memorial High School, Malakpet. Okay, this indicates who is giving the card. Okay, and next, what is the main thing you should know? The heading should be always invitation, or for notice, how we are writing notice. Even for invitation also you should write this heading, so that it indicates that it is an invitation card. Next, what I told. So generally what we mention is the occasion you should mention now. So for occasion you can write directly annual day celebrations, or sometimes you can write, see, directly either like this you can write annual day celebrations. Okay, annual day celebrations. And what I told, there should be a special expression which indicates that you are pleasingly or politely inviting the people. So for that, what we should write? We request the pleasure of your company, on the occasion of annual day in our school. Okay, so this indicates that you are politely inviting a person to the occasion. Okay, next, coming to what you should mention, I told date should be there, time also should be there, I told. So either way you can write, mark. First write date, shall we write 29/7/2021, and this time also you can mention here, but you can mention on the other side also. Like, time is what? Generally annual day functions, they are going to be conducted at evening time, during the evening time. Okay, so either evening you can write, or even morning time. Here I mentioning 6 p.m. onwards. Okay, that means the program starts from 6 p.m. Okay, and venue is what? Already mentioned that it is conducted by Government Nehru Memorial High School. Here what we can do, we don't have any auditorium, so we can simply mention same school premises. Okay, or if you want to celebrate at a large rate, that is large scale, so generally they will celebrate in some other auditorium or nearby place or ground where it is available. So now here we are going to write only our school name. Okay, GNMHS Malakpet, Hyderabad. Okay, next, what I told, we need to mention the chief guest and guest of honor name also. Okay, guest of honor will be KCR, CM of Telangana state. Okay, next, coming to chief guest. So who is going to be the chief guest? So we will invite our DEO Hyderabad. Okay, DEO Hyderabad as the chief guest. Okay, ma'am. Next, so if it is an annual day, what else you should include here? You should also include what are the programs which are going to be conducted. Like, see, program list also should be mentioned. So what are the programs? Generally, see here, dance by 10 girls. Okay, next, the next program will be song by 9 girls. Okay, next, the next program will be a skit. Skit is what, ma'am? A short drama. Skit by 10th class boys. Okay, skit by 10th class boys. Okay, next, you are also having a habit of doing miming, no, ma'am? So miming by 9 boys. Okay, by 9 boys. Did you get the idea, ma'am? Like this, you should also mention the program list. Okay, you should also mention the program list. Now coming to the end of the program, generally what are they going to do, ma'am? So we should also express our gratitude or thankfulness for the person who is attending the function and making it a grand success. So there should be vote of thanks. So generally vote of thanks, the program if it is completely conducted by students, students are going to give it. Okay. But if it is conducted by the head of the institution or some teachers, so some teacher will be giving. Srimati C. Anita, just like that I am writing my name. Okay. She is going to give the vote of thanks. Like now, what else you should ask here? You say there is no place, but just try to remember what should be there here is. I am just writing one sentence here. Okay. All are invited. All are welcome. Okay. Please attend the occasion and make it a grand success. Okay, ma? Like this, you should complete the invitation. And one more thing I told, sometimes, so it is just simply mentioned on regarding, that is, so you are just in the name of your school, you are making this invitation. So already it is mentioned, so it is understood that clearly someone from the school is given. But in some occasions, for you certain questions are asked. Imagine yourself to be the cultural secretary or prepare an invitation on behalf of your HM sir. So if it is given like that, you should write the name of the cultural secretary or HM sir at the end of the invitation card. Okay, is it clear, ma? Now next I am going to give you one assignment I told. You need to complete that and send it to me through WhatsApp. I'll check it. Now only one question I am going to give you, but try to write it perfectly. Just for practice. So if you just go through this invitation and try to write one more, only through practice you will become perfect. So just for the sake of practice, I am giving you one question. So so the question for you is assignment question. That is for your homework. Assignment is nothing but your homework. So for assignment, what you should write is prepare an invitation card on behalf of your headmaster on the occasion of tree plantation in your school. So what do you mean by inviting the person for tree plantation, ma? So just you will invite them to plant a tree as a part of their service. So even you should also bring awareness among the students. So just to bring an awareness among the students about the importance of trees. This program can be conducted. So this type of occasion, this is also called one of the official form. So you can also invite a person for a tree plantation which is going to be conducted in your school. So that children, the parents, or the surrounding, the neighbors who are in the surrounding areas who are living in our school surroundings, they also will get awareness about what is the importance of trees. So those points also should be there in this invitation. So for what reason you are conducting this tree plantation, who are all invited, when it is going to take place, these all details also should be mentioned in the invitation card. Okay children, did you understand this? So we got an idea about what is a notice and what is an invitation. So in the next class we are going to do the next discourse.